Welcome back to Thirukkural a day, Chapter 4, Kural 5. Sliding not through envy. இழுக்காறு அவாவெகுளி இன்னாச்சொல் நான்கும் இழுக்கா இயன்றது அறம். That conduct is virtue which is free from these four things, namely malice, desire, anger, and bitter speech. Questions for you. How do you recognize and address feelings of envy, wrath, or lust within yourself? In what ways can you cultivate more compassionate and constructive communication in your relationships? Caspian paced along the deck, the ocean stretching endlessly beyond the rails. The crew had grown tense, conversations hushed when he approached. Tasks that once ran smoothly now tangled in confusion. "Why wasn't I informed about the supply inventory?" he asked, glancing at the quartermaster's ledger. He had checked it just yesterday, yet now entire crates of provisions were marked as unaccounted for. The quartermaster frowned. "I sent word, Captain. Pass the message to..." He stopped, eyes flickering toward the crew clustered near the rigging. A man among them, a wiry figure with sharp eyes and a too casual stance, looked away, whistling softly. There's something alien about him. Rumors slithered through the ship like an unseen tide, whispers of poor leadership, of reckless decisions. Caspian caught snippets as he moved among them. Should have never followed him. We'd better off with someone else at the helm. During the evening gathering, he set his hands on his hips, his voice steady. "All right, mates, something's off. We've been through storms, shortages, worse than this. We stick together or we sink. So if there's a problem, let's talk." Silence. A few exchanged glances. The wiry man met Caspian's eyes for the briefest moment, then lowered his gaze, fingers tracing idle patterns on the wooden table. Beneath the flickering lantern light, he smiled, quiet, calculating, waiting. "அழுக்காறு அவாவெகுளி இன்னாச்சொல் நான்கும் இழுக்கா இயன்றது அறம்." That conduct is virtue which is free from these four things, namely malice, desire, anger, and bitter speech. Rajamani stood at the edge of the village square. The islanders gathered before him like a wall of unmoving faces. Their eyes, dark with suspicion, watched his every move. Some crossed their arms, others whispered behind cupped hands. An elder stepped forward, his voice low and firm. "We have lived in peace for generations. Strangers bring trouble. Change! We do not want the world to find us." A murmur of agreement rippled through the crowd. Someone tightened a grip on a fishing spear. Rajamani nodded slowly. "I hear you." He met their wary gazes, his tone steady, free of defense or persuasion. "I would not want my home changed against my will either." The elder studied him, searching for deception. Others shifted uneasily. "I have no desire to bring harm. No envy, no anger, no ill intent. I only wish to understand." The tension in the air loosened, if only slightly. A woman lowered her gaze. Then from the jungle, a sharp, splintering crack, followed by a deafening boom. The ground trembled. Shouts rang out as people turned toward the smoke curling into the sky. Something had gone terribly wrong. Rajamani spun toward the wreckage of the supply hut, flames licking at its wooden frame. "Sabotage," he breathed. As chaos erupted, one question loomed over them all. Who could be trusted now?